Often happiness is defined by outward experience or circumstance. If I have piles of money in the bank, then I will be happy. If I have a fancy car, then I will feel secure. If I'm famous, then I will be glamorous and happy. If I can just get hold of whatever it is, then I will finally be happy. The problem is that getting hold of something is just half of it. Once we get hold of anything, then we must keep it. And keeping hold of something fleeting is terribly difficult indeed. It's the paradox of addiction. Joy is more than the fulfillment of outward experiences and circumstances. Joy is an end in itself. Jesus said that we will enter the kingdom through the eyes of a child. Things that are most important to children are play, friendship, laughter, and joy. When we surrender to God's work in us, then we can stop striving and trying to clutch onto success or failure. No matter what we accomplish, when we replace our will with God's will for us, then we can find joy. Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust, wrote that if we have a why to live for, then we can face any how. Even in the darkest moments of the Holocaust death camps, Frankl and others were able to find meaning and purpose despite their outward circumstances. No one could strip from them their connection with God. Joy is reward in itself, but its opposite is truly opposite. It seeks external rewards. Addiction is not reward in itself. It does not provide either love or creativity. The thrill comes from the chase. The neurochemical dopamine is at the heart of the reward system. Healthy levels of dopamine will help us with motivation and in the pursuit of our desires. It's vitally important to us. Dopamine is released from the nucleus accumbens and the ventral tegmentum area. In the frontal cortex, it will help us work toward our desired goals. It will also help us with decision making. Dopamine will help us feel rewarded in our pursuit of meaning and purpose. But if the meaning and purpose we find in life is hurtful to others or to ourselves, then the dopamine circuit gets turned toward the negative. Studies have shown that elevated levels of dopamine do not make people more content. Rather, they get geared up for wanting more. They become addicts. This can be for shopping or any addiction, really. When our dopamine system is out of control, it's more like scratching an itch rather than medicine for a wound. Some of the most addictive substances, like cocaine or methamphetamine, ramp up the effect of dopamine. The problem is that these systems of ramping up get so out of whack that they need more and more of the drug to produce the desired effect. Jesus has shown us another way. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete.